Hey folks, here Rachana Ranade here, and I welcome you all to yet another Thursday live stream. My voice is cracking a little bit, but of course it's Thursday, so it has to be a live stream day. So today we are going to focus on two things. Number one, we are going to try and see whether there is a possibility of Nifty going close to 26,000. And if that be so, if Nifty were to really go to the tune of 26,000, then we have to understand whether there could be some specific triggers which can help Nifty to reach at that level. So, like always, what we are going to do is first we'll try and go to TradingView. We'll try to see what all charts or chart pattern, anything specific that we can see in Nifty right now. And then we will go on to the reason as to why I feel that Nifty may perform better in the coming few weeks, right? So first things first, if you remember the last week's levels, I had very clearly told you that there is uh, Kothandapani says, still I could not get the video. Is it started? I hope everyone can see me. Yogesh says, a very good evening to you, ma'am. Very good evening. 62 months. I remember for 62 months. Long time. Imanji says, Namaste, Rachana ji. Namaste, Imanji. All right. Okay. Fantastic. You can see it. Now I'm able to see it. Badhiya, badhiya. Okay. Because the first part itself is absolutely important. We have to understand why have I given this in the title, that is there a possibility that Nifty can go closer to 26,000 or not? So I'll quickly share my screen. Now, what can you see here is, if you remember what we discussed in the previous live stream, I had given the levels very, very clearly. This is where we were in the previous live stream, correct? This is where the markets were at that point in time. I said that we have cleared a basic hurdle and there is a great chance that we may go ahead, but this is hurdle number one, is what I had told you. And if we cross this, this could be the hurdle number, whatever, 2, 3, whatever is the case. Okay. The best part is that we have not only cleared this hurdle, we have also cleared this hurdle. And today's candle is also not disheartening at all. It is, I mean, one may contest that it's like a shooting star, but I don't think it's a lot to worry. Now with this previous swing high, so everyone understand, I'm just going to delete this. This was one swing high that we had to cross. When did we cross this? On Tuesday, which was Nifty expiry. We had one more hurdle around 25,250, which we crossed yesterday. Back to back 2 days, we have closed in green and we have crossed good hurdles. And if that be so, now ideally the next zone that we should be targeting is 25,500 to 26,650. Okay. 26,500, 26,650. That could be the next resistance. Then you might be like, Rachana, why did you say that? Is there a chance that Nifty can go beyond 26,000? Now for that, let me just remove these drawings and let me just draw a line here. Okay, we crossed this on Tuesday. This weekly expiry, that is on the 16th of September, we crossed this key level. And I think it's very, very, very clear that this is a double bottom formation. Absolute textbook double bottom formation. Is there a breakout? Yes. Is there even a confirmation candle? Yes. Okay. Now, there could be one or two more possibilities. Possibility number one is that it could just zoom past this. It could see some sort of consolidation in 25,500 to 25,650 level. That is one possibility. Possibility number two is that now that it has broken out from this level, it can retest this level, 25,150, and then again bounce maybe. But if I were to ask myself what could be the next choke zone, it could be 25,550 to 25,650, this 100 points range. Okay. If it were to, so again, let me just repeat one more time. Possibility number one, with this double bottom formation, it can just zoom till here, maybe see some sort of consolidation in this zone. Possibility number two, it can retest here and then bounce, maybe see some consolidation and breakout. But question is, if it were to zoom past this, then till what level can it go up? And for that, very simple, if you have learned technical analysis, what we do is we just check this height, the W height, we replicate this from the breakout, and this comes to 25,915. 25,900 plus. And that is the reason why I have mentioned in today's thumbnail that is there a chance that Nifty can go beyond 26,000? This is the rationale. We can see a double bottom formation very clearly. It's a textbook pattern. And as I told, right, let me just clear the drawings once again. Not only it's just a textbook pattern. There is a breakout. There is candle which is also supporting candle. And today's candle, of course, had it been a little bit better, I would have been more than happy, but still not bad at all. Okay, so all in all, if you were to ask me, very happy with the overall movement in Nifty right now. Exactly. I can see Chandrasekhar mentioning that it's a double bottom formation. Should we quickly also, Pooja has also pasted the link of our technical analysis course, just in case if you have not yet enrolled, you have not checked out our course, please do check it out. Okay, we will discuss about stocks. This question is on NMDC for a cup and handle pattern. We'll discuss about stocks in the next session, right? Oh, kya baat hai. Ashish says your session in our persistent office was very nice. Thank you so much. Himanji, thank you for the super sticker as always. Right. Fantastic. Shall we move on? Do you want me to also tell you a little bit about option chain right now? If you all want it, I can definitely show the option chain. So just give me a yes or no so that I can understand better. If I were to show the option chain, at least few people saying a yes or no can help me determine whether I should talk about that or not. Okay, immediately got few yeses. Okay. Ooh, Omkar is also saying, can you also brief about your AI course? Okay. Omkar, options. So no. Option chain is not only about options. I mean, we can use option chain to understand what is the support level and what is the resistance level. I'm not telling you that look at the option chain and take some calls or take some puts. No, not like that. With the help of option chain, you can build more conviction on whether this level is a suitable level or not, whether really there will be a support or resistance, right? So option chain is extremely important apart from technical analysis to build more conviction. Okay, but before I go to the option chain, a lot of people have been asking about my new seminar which is going to happen this Sunday. And let me tell you that there are less than 200 seats left now, very few seats left. We have a capacity of only 500 attendees, 3 days barely to go, and less than 200 seats. Right now, there are only 850 plus people watching this stream only on YouTube. People will be watching on Insta, people will be watching on LinkedIn, on Facebook. All these are separate. So out of all these people, let me tell you that we have limited seats, only 200 seats, barely around that remaining, a little bit less than 200 seats remaining now. The core focus is going to be on how to find multi-baggers using AI. Okay, so what we're going to do in this session is I'm going to tell you the thought process about finding multi-baggers. Okay, typically what happens is that we have, let us say, 8 to 10 things in our mind that, okay, if these 8-10 characteristics are ticked off, then yes, this stock could be a potential multi-bagger, right? But you know what was required? Oh, I think I have not shared my screen. Extremely sorry for that. So if you go to my website, this is just a pop-up that you will get. Pooja, if you can just paste the link in the pinned comment and description box. So I was talking about how to find multi-baggers. For that, what we typically do is we have some, things in our mind. We have some specific pointers in our mind that, okay, if these pointers are ticked off, then yes, this could be a potential multi-bagger. But the problem is that even if we use those pointers, we put it in screener. We have a screen, we put it in screener, we boil down to few stocks. Let us say we boil down to 5 stocks. Question is, when do you find time to analyze these stocks? Now, when I used to do analysis for stocks, I'll be really honest, it used to take at least one day for me to analyze, though I have been doing this for the last what, almost 18 plus years now. But I'll be extremely honest, with the help of AI, my god, the speed of analysis has just gone up so crazily. uh, I have been following three models very, very closely, three AI tools extremely closely. One is ChatGPT, one is Perplexity, and one I love a lot is Notebook LM, which is Google's AI tool. So with these three tools, I'm going to tell you what I do. Okay. Acha, uh, is it something that it's extremely secretive, that you will not find it anywhere on the internet? No, of course not. I'm going to tell you my thought process on how I find multibaggers, how I put it on screener, how I filter the stocks. After I filter the stocks, how I analyze them using AI. So I'm going to tell you my methodology. Okay, using these three tools. So extremely, I think you're going to learn a lot. So basically, what I learned over the last so many months, I have just condensed it to our webinar. So it's going to be a live webinar. If you want to enroll, as I mentioned, barely less than 200 seats left now. So anyone who is really interested to upskill, please do it. Please do enroll for the webinar. But one specific pointer here, that if you are an absolute beginner, you don't know anything about stock analysis, okay, then this webinar is not for you. You will have to understand at least some basics. So if I say profit growth, if I say ROE, ROCE, and if you're like, what is ROE, what is ROCE, you don't even know about that, then you will not be able to understand this webinar. You must have knowledge about basics and some fundamental understanding. Okay, I'm not saying expert level, but you need to understand the terminologies at least. If I say there's a debt reduction, debt to equity ratio is in range, and if you're like, what is debt to equity ratio, फिर मजा नहीं आएगा. You'll not be able to appreciate the webinar, right? So that is about a webinar. It is live, but it's not a face to face thing, right? Hemanji is saying is just subscribe. Kya baat hai? It's not a course. It's a webinar, right? Absolutely, yes. And of course, if you want to use CARRYT, you can use that coupon code as well to enroll for the webinar. Last time I'm repeating, only 500 seats are there for the webinar. My Zoom capacity is limited to 500 and less than 200 seats left. So anyone who wants to enroll, hurry. One final point is that, okay, Samir is also saying, yes, thanks, just register, will be available to AI course. Fantastic. But this is for those who want to learn from me live, but in it's an online course. Absolutely, it's not a face-to-face course. It's not online course, it's an online webinar. Timing is 11 a.m. Once you check it, you'll be able to understand. Okay, fair enough. Rajdeep, we are not going to give the recording for this. If your fundamental analysis course is active, then we are going to add this recording to the fundamental analysis course. Okay, so just need to ensure that your fundamental analysis course is active. Then only you will be able to access this post the actual live session. I want maximum people to join live. Tabhi to maza hai. Otherwise, people, then it's like a course only. I don't get to interact live. Okay. Pooja, if you can just paste the URL of the webinar right away as well. So timings will be 11 to 1. I think it is easily going to run for 2 hours. Okay. Okay. Yeah, of course. Anyone can book it. No problem. Can we interact in that webinar? Absolutely, yes. We're going to have a separate question and answer session. It's going to be in such a way that I'm going to tell you, for example, if I open Notebook LM, okay, I would request people to also have one more device with them. Let's say you are attending through your mobile and you have a laptop by your side. That will be great, because once you learn from me, I'm going to give you time simultaneously to do that as a hands-on practical experience. So I'm sure that will help you a lot. Okay. Homekar says just booked and got the discount also. Fantastic. Okay. Can I book through the app? Ideally, yes. Yes. URL anyways, yeah, you're going to get it. So this is anyone who wants to learn in an online environment. if you want to learn from me in a face-to-face environment, Mumbaikars, I'm coming to Borivali Prabodhankar Thackeray Auditorium. This event is going to happen on the 27th of September. It's going to be a super fun event, and oh my god, I mean, I get goosebumps when I conduct these sessions live, and so many people come up to me. They share their live experiences, and just one small experience that uh, one of the attendees of Hargar Investor gave me. A farmer had come for my Hargar Investor event in Ahilyanagar. That event was in Marathi, by the way. But he came up to me. He said that I'm a farmer. Uh, as farmers, we are very good businessmen, is what he said. I said, I didn't understand. He said, with by sowing one grain, by sowing one seed, we actually grow so many grains. So it's actually like 1 rupee invested and so many rupees we get as returns. I mean, wonderful analogy, right? But he said, we know about agriculture, but we don't know how to put that one grain in the form of rupees and get more money as a return on investment. So I mean, I was so happy. So all these things happen in live event, so it's real fun for all these events. I do talk about personal finance. I'm going to change a lot of content for the Mumbai webinar. I'm going to introduce a little bit more pointers on fundamental analysis and technical analysis also. So anyone who is in Borivali, around Borivali, in Mumbai, around Mumbai, whatever, please consider coming up for that webinar. Hyderabad, yes, it's yet to be uploaded on Book My Show, but it's going to happen on the 11th of 11th. It's going to happen on the 11th of October. Hyderabad is fixed 11th of October, but the booking is yet to be opened. Okay, so yes, finally Hyderabad is also going to happen. But first Mumbai. Anyone who is in Mumbai, around Mumbai, please share this with loads of your friends and relatives. It's fun to interact face to face, right? Um, yes. Coupon code is CARRYT. You can use this coupon code for sure. I'm getting a payment option in USD, but I want to pay in INR. Can your team help me? Just drop a WhatsApp message to 9022196678. My team will help you out. How you can do that. By the way, USD and INR pricing is same. I mean, generally what people do is USA ke walon ke paas paisa hoga, so more amount will be charged. It will be equivalent to 200 only, 2000 only. Okay. Chalo. So with that, now let's quickly go on to the option chain. I was not expecting so many queries on my webinar. I actually forgot for a second that where was I? I mean, but really happy to see that there are so many people who are excited for the webinar. Now let's get to the option chain point. I'm just going to quickly share my screen. Okay, so what you can simply do is just search option chain, and this is where you can see NSE option chain. Select Nifty, select expiry date, which is the upcoming weekly expiry on the 23rd of this month. Next week is going to be a monthly expiry plus a weekly expiry for Nifty. So expect some amazing pointers to come up there. Okay. Now, what had we understood based on technical analysis? This was our support level, which is 25,138. We can round it off to 25,100 or psychological level 25,000. Okay. Now, what you have to do is, for anyone who is checking out the option chain for the first time, you can see puts here. You need not trade in F&O. This can be used very well for just determining supports and resistances. Okay. So this is a put level. Okay. Now for put, what you're going to do, see where is this OI highest open interest, where is it at the highest place. Now you can see here at 25,200. It's at 1 lakh 8. 25,100 is 25,162, 25,000. This is the highest, and has to be a highest. It's a round figure. 1,39,731 open interest. Maximum put writers here. So ideally 25,000 should act as an extremely strong support here. Okay. Now if I were to understand where could be the choke zone, for choke zone, immediate choke zone, what we can see here is at 25,500 level. So which way does it sway is what of course time will tell. But I personally feel that Ideally, it should not fall below 25,000, and there are reasons for that why it should not immediately fall below 25,000. In fact, I feel there are great chances that it will keep on advancing a little bit. Okay, I'm still getting some doubts for the webinar. I'll take them at the end, right? Let me just complete the most important part for the day as to why I feel that Nifty can actually keep on going higher and higher. 25,500, 25,600 is a crucial resistance. Once we clean that up, wow, great chances that we may cross 26,000, zoom past that as well. Okay, first things first, I'm sure everyone read this yesterday. US sorry, US Fed Reserve cut its benchmark rate. So, like we say, it's a repo. They call it as FFR. FFR is the Fed fund rate. They cut it by 25 basis points. Just for your understanding, okay, like in India, we declare that, okay, repo rate is, as an example, 4%. Okay, we never give a range. But in USA, the Fed fund rate is not a single figure. Fed fund rate is typically given in a range, and the range that was declared yesterday, because the FFR was cut by 25 basis points. They have now cut it down to the range of 4% to 4.25%. Trump, I'm sure, must be really happy because he was continuously telling Jerome Powell that cut the Fed rates. You're not following what I'm telling you. I mean, Trump obviously wants that anyone and everyone should listen to him. And Mr. Jerome Powell was not cutting the interest rates, and that is the reason why Donald Trump was not happy at all. But finally, yesterday he has cut the interest rates by 25 basis points. But the commentary that he gave was not really something that people would have been eager to hear. He was concerned about the unemployment in USA. Now, I'm not sure whether I've shown this parameter to you in our live streams or not. I'm just going to open this. Okay. Now here, let us just put trading economics. Okay. Extremely important website, trading economics. If you love understanding macroeconomics, okay. What we are going to do, we are just going to click on United States, and just for your understanding, right, we just checked interest rate right now, and here you can see the point. So many people ask me, Rachana, from where do you gather this information? Trading economics is my absolute go-to site when it comes to macroeconomics, when it comes to tracking few global parameters. Now you can see here the point that I was mentioning, it is given right here. Federal Reserve cut the Fed fund rate by 25 basis points in September 2025, bringing it to the 4 to 4.25% range. Okay. Now, when we actually discuss this 4% to 4.25%, we must understand what were the concerns that the Fed chairman mentioned. He said that I'm concerned about the unemployment right now, because if I'm talking about inflation now understand this, sir. I'm telling you hardcore economics for USA. Okay, just pay attention for the next 2 to 3 minutes. Look at the inflation rate. Inflation rate is going up. Okay, logically, for those who understand economics, for those who have done my course on economics for stock market, they understand that if inflation is going up, ideally a sane person would not cut the interest rates, because if interest rates are cut, ideally inflation will zoom further. Okay, but why is this said so? If interest rates are cut, why would inflation zoom up further? Now I'm going to explain this, so everyone just pay attention. Don't put anything in the chats right now. Okay, now understand the psychology. Whenever Fed rates are cut, whenever interest rates are cut, people like you and me, or even people, those who are running industries, those who are running companies, they start getting loan at a cheaper price. Okay, whenever they get loan at a cheaper price, will spending per se increase, yes or no? Will the demand go up? I want a yes or no answer right now. Only a yes or no answer. One more time, I'm repeating. If the Fed fund rate decreases, if the interest rates decrease, is there a chance that people may take a loan and they may buy stuff which they were postponing to buy? For example, if the interest rate on car loan comes down, would there be a possibility that people demand more and more cars, and for that they take more and more loans? Answer is ideally yes. And I'm getting a lot of yeses. I'm just going to quickly show you first 4 5 Anirudh, Magic Moves, Rushikesh, Omkar, Channel Unknown, Chandrasekhar, Prakhar. Okay, a lot of them have shown. Okay, fantastic. So what happens with this? Demand increases, right? Demand increases. And this is first standard economics. I mean, economics ka first standard, okay? That whenever demand increases, the supply is more or less similar. Prices are going to rise, correct? One more time. If demand goes up, supply is more or less similar. Ideally, prices are going to rise. And if prices are going to rise, that's nothing but inflation is going to go up, right? But then if the US Fed governor was really so much, even, I mean, of course, they are concerned about their inflation. Why on earth have they cut interest rates? What could be a possibility that despite of cut in the Fed fund rate, despite of cut in interest rates, would there be a possibility that people don't demand a lot? Understand? Now I'm telling you exactly opposite scenario. Ideally, what should happen is what I've told you. Now, what is the scenario that is happening in USA right now? There is a chance that despite decreasing Fed fund rate, people may not demand more loans. They may not take more loans because of one thing. Can anyone guess? I'm going to show you the answer right away. But can anyone guess? Despite of the fact that loans are getting cheaper, many people may not go for loans. Why could that be? Can you think? We have not discussed this till date, okay? Why could that be so? Anyone who would want to give it a try? I'll just wait for like another 15-20 seconds. Oh ho, kya baat hai. First two answers both are right. Rajdeep Singh has given the answer as unemployment. Meenakshi has given the answer as unemployment. Amit says fear of unemployment, job cut. Our channel viewers, next level. What was that for? Next level in Tamil, someone had taught me for next level, nearer level. Nahi. Anyone who understands Tamil, someone had taught me what is next level in Tamil. Please tell that in the comment section. Okay. Oh God, so many people have given this correct answer right now. Aniruddha says pro viewers. Absolutely. Yes. Where a level? Veera? I don't think it's Veera. It's where a level. Maybe I got it right. Where a level. Okay. Fantastic. But now we have to check whether the unemployment is really going up or not. And for that, again, I'm going to share my screen. Let me share my screen. Okay. And how do we go to the unemployment point? I'm just showing from a layman perspective. Okay, just go back to homepage, trading economics, go to United States. And if you just see here, you can see unemployment rate. Okay. If you see here, what is happening? June, July, August. August unemployment is at 4.3%. And if you're like, why is Rachana overacting 4.3%? Wait, this is only 1 year data. Let me pull you 3 year data for you. I'm not going to pull the 5 year data because we have the COVID impact. So it will be crazy numbers. But in the last 3 years, COVID was, I mean, these are post-COVID years, absolutely. And the effect is also nullified. US is at the highest level of unemployment right now at 4.3%. Is this something scary? And answer is yes. Now you can imagine if people don't have the surety of their jobs, even though the interest rates are cut, there are very less chances that they'll still go for a home loan or a car loan or whatever. So, I mean, why am I showing? See, I am not being happy unemployment in USA. I'm telling you the facts. No, there are so many people who don't read economics data, and they'll just say all problems are in India. There is unemployment in India. हमारे देश में ऐसे ही है. अरे बाबा, look at all economies around the world, and right now, believe it or not, all the greatest of the economies, I mean, so-called greatest of the economies, not greatest per se, everyone is actually literally in trouble right now. Okay, and you can see that very well on screen that the unemployment is at a 3-year high right now. And I'm sure that this might have been taken into account. Now it will be really interesting to see that whether the Fed rate cuts for this reason, at least then can the employers do something? Can they use loans to maybe level up capacities, bring in more jobs or what, I don't know. But let's see. I mean, right now US economic data is not at all great. It's not at all encouraging. So we have to be very, very sure on this fact that we keep on tracking the US data. Okay. But now let us come back to the important point that now these are two extremes. I'm saying US is not doing good, and I have given the thumbnail title as can Nifty go past 26,000, or is 26,000 near or not? We are going to talk about that. Why am I saying this? And has it got anything to do with this Fed rate cut? But before that, 1,100 viewers, 274 likes. Asa kasa काय? Not even, I mean, this is very, feels very bad. 25% people barely have smashed the like button. We did talk about Nifty level. We did talk about a double bottom. We did talk about option chain. I did answer your queries around the webinar. Then I discussed in detail about the overall scenario of the Fed fund rate. I told you that it's in a range. I told you about how the Fed fund rate, why the thought process of cutting that was required, how it will still not impact the inflation, what are the unemployment scenarios right now. So many points I discussed. And likes mein to, I mean, Fed fund rates will, oh, there's a kaimo. Anyways, still 358 likes only. Uh, Meenakshi is saying people are thankless these days. Okay, Kosiji says already like, kya baat hai. Thank you so much. And with my hoarse voice, I've been talking so much for the last few days, few weeks, whatever, without even Sunday as a holiday. Even this Sunday, we are going to have a webinar. Next Saturday, I'm going to go to Borivali for the Harghar investor session. Immediately on the 28th, I'm going to go to Dubai for the same content, which I'm going to do live on the webinar, how to use AI for investing. A smaller version of that is going to be done in Dubai. So I'm just working back to back with this hoarse voice, and the likes are still hovering around 400. At least 50%. I always say this, CAs require 50%. That's the bare minimum. So hurry up, smash the like button for those who have not done it till now. Okay, now comes the important point. Important point of what has this Fed fund rate got to do with India or Indian stock market, Nifty basically going to 26,000. Very interesting analogy. Understand this. If the Fed cuts their interest rates, okay, ideally, their bond yields should go down. Ideally, okay. I'm not going to go into deeper and deeper explanations. Generally, this correlation is seen. Okay. Typically, when Fed fund rates are cut, ideally, the bond yields go down. When bond yields go down, the fund houses in USA, they feel that we are not getting good returns. Instead of investing in the USA, let's shift our money to emerging markets. Okay. They are only opportunists. They don't come to India. They don't come to invest in India for, bringing more tech in India, bringing in more capital. They just want to come here, mint money, and go back. That is the only role of FIIs. FDIs are different. Foreign direct investment. There are two different things. FDIs, when FDI comes into India, when foreign direct investment comes in India, they come with a longer term perspective. They want to ensure that they build capacities in India, technology wise, capacity wise also. But when I'm talking about FIIs, Sandhi Sadhu Manasa astat te. Sandhi Sadhu means what? They'll just come here for opportunities. They see the opportunity, they'll come here, they'll invest. When they get profits, they'll go back. Okay. So this is FIIs. Okay, now understand. FIIs now may get lower and lower returns on bond yields. बहुत डेटा दिखाने का मन कर रहा है. 1 minute. Let me also show you from where do I typically check bond yields as well. I'll show TradingView website. 1 second. Okay, so I have my own fixed income watch list where I have a US 30-year yield. This is US 30Y as a short symbol. US 10Y for 10-year yield. US 2Y for a 2-year yield. Then we have Indian 2-year yield and Indian 10-year yield. And I also have the European 10-year yield. Okay, first things first, we'll talk about American 10-year yield. It has been going down and down and down and down and almost at such a low point right now. Last 2 days it has been increasing surprisingly. In spite of the Fed fund rate cut, last 2 days it has been increasing. I mean, interesting, but yes, it is that way. But starting September till now, if I were to calculate the fall, it's a shade more than 4%. Is it the same case for 2 year yields also? 2 year government bonds, US government bonds, 2 years yields. Again, same comedy here also. Ideally, with decrease in Fed fund rate, ideally the yields should have gone down, but last 2 days yields have been increasing. But anyways, if I'm talking about September, starting September till now, from the highs, let us say till now, 2 year is also down by almost 2.8%. Okay, so is the Fed fund, is the yield on US government bonds decreasing? Yes. Now what happens is that with that, the foreign institutional investors feel that now we should invest in emerging markets. Exactly, Omkar is saying they are opportunists. In Marathi, we call them as Sandhi Sadhu. Okay. So now they'll come to India. Now, to invest in India, what do they need to do? They'll have to sell dollars and they'll have to buy Indian rupees. Correct? Now, with that, US dollar weakens and Indian rupee strengthens. Okay. So two things will happen. Understand one more time. Huh? What will happen because of the decrease in Fed fund rate? Ideally, their yields will go down. If their yields go down, the FIIs would want to invest in emerging markets like India. Okay. And for that, they'll have to sell US dollars. They'll have to buy Indian rupees so that they can invest in India in rupees. And with that, the rupee will also strengthen. With that, dollar typically weakens. If you were to track the dollar, now I feel like showing you that also. Dollar can be tracked normally, USD INR, or you can just check DXY. Pooja, I've done a separate video on DXY. Just try and search it and see if you can paste the link there also. Okay. DXY below 100, I'm always happy. It's at 97 right now. And if you see this, starting August till the lowest point till yesterday, it was down 3.8%. And for those who always keep on complaining, rupee 100, rupee Indian rupees continuously decreasing, this, that. Wait. Now dollar will start weakening a little bit. Of course, it's at a lower level. It is already at a lower level. I totally get that. Typically, 100 is something which should act as a very, very big resistance for that. But it may maybe consolidate around 97, 98 levels for the timing is what I understand. But more and more foreign institutional investors trying to come to India, trying to invest in India for better gains. Ideally, that should happen with the Fed fund rate decreasing. One more important point. Whenever Fed cuts rates, the central banks around the world get an opportunity to cut rates. Okay. Now, when is India's monetary policy committee's meeting planned? That is planned in October. Okay. I don't remember the exact dates, but it's in the month of October. And now there'll be great chances that India will also decrease the interest rates. Okay. Now, we already have our inflation under control, number one. Anyways, our band is 2 to 6, and we are very close to the lower end of the band, 2%. Number two, with the decrease in GST rates, now the inflation will be still way more under control. So our governor will have full opportunity to reduce the interest rates. So very, very happy with the situation right now. So I hope you have understood this. Technical analysis, based on technical analysis, I can say double bottom. And there's a chance that Nifty may go closer to 26,000. I'm not saying it will happen tomorrow, it will happen in this week, next week, whatever. In the short to medium term, it can touch 26,000. But why could that happen? We need to understand the reason behind that. Is fundamental analysis, economy analysis. And that's what I try to do. If you like this, again, I'm requesting to everyone to smash the like button. 498 likes. So at least going closer to 500. Happy with that. So I hope everyone has understood today's fun session. So many points over. Today was hardcore economics. We talked about so many points on economics, and I hope you enjoyed this as well. Okay, good question. Rajdeep asks, ma'am, one question: is there a relation between bank rate, Fed rate, and gold? Now, typically, what happens, see, again, these days now the correlations are going for a toss, absolute toss. Typically, what should happen that whenever the Fed fund rates are decreasing, okay, then people would want to buy into different assets. They are okay with a little bit risky assets also. They would want to invest there though. Okay, so ideally, gold should not increase during such interest rate cycles. But gold is also increasing. Bitcoin is also increasing. So a lot of correlations are being broken right now. It does happen, absolutely does happen. But they will fall in place someday or the other. Right now, correlation doesn't exist. Thank you, Meenakshi. You're the only one who said this. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. She's saying very knowledgeable session. Thank you. If FIIs cover their Nifty shorts, of course it will cross. Kya baat hai? Absolutely, so true. Now other people, girl power, girls are saying this. Thank you, girls. Manishri is saying this was really a knowledgeable session, man. Thank you so much. And of course, if this was the knowledgeable session, I'm going to take your questions about stocks as well. Aniruddha is saying maybe people forgot to like the stream because they are busy in learning. Possible, I take that. But now that I've given a breather, now I feel better. Now the likes are closer to 600. Very nice. Okay. Of course, I will take your questions about stocks, but I can see that a lot of people have joined in late. So just like in next 30 seconds, I have this webinar on finding multi-bagger stocks using AI coming up this Sunday. The seats are limited. My Zoom subscription can accommodate only 500 people. Less than 200 seats are remaining right now. So anyone who wants to upskill, what am I going to teach here? I'm going to teach you the methodology that I use to find multi-baggers. First, I screen stocks using Screener, but when it comes to detailed analysis, earlier whatever used to take 1 day for me, now I do that in like 1 hour or so. With the help of which tools? I use ChatGPT, I use Perplexity, and I love Notebook LM. I use this a lot as well. So I'm going to teach you all these points. Please read through this, read the timing. It's going to be a live webinar. No recording will be given. But if your fundamental analysis course is already active, then you will get the recording in your fundamental analysis course only at a later date, not right away. But this session is going to be interactive. I'm going to tell you to give certain prompts. I'm going to tell you to do certain things simultaneously. So if you want that real-time learning experience, it has to be through this webinar, live webinar. So please enroll for this. Anyone who is interested, this webinar is not for absolute beginners. Anyone who doesn't know about what is profit growth, sales growth, ROE, ROC, debt, all these things, if they are like alien words, you may not understand this webinar. You need to have some basic level knowledge if you were to attend this. And anyone who is interested in a face-to-face seminar, this is the place to be. Borivali in Mumbai on 27th. It's at 11 a.m. and will be super fun. I'm going to talk about stocks, mutual funds, which can be a better choice for long-term investment. Will 1 crore be enough for retirement or not? Of course, a small chunk of AI is also going to come up here. We'll talk about new investment opportunities. So many things to learn in this seminar, live seminar as well, right? Vaishali is saying, please send me the seminar link. Okay. We will pin that in the pinned comment and in the description box. Okay. Yogesh says, I completed all your courses 2-3 years back. Want to revise all? Please guide, as I was out of touch for 2 years. Okay. Yogesh, what you can do is just drop a WhatsApp message on our office number 90221 96678. My team will help you out with what can be done, right? Okay, now the questions. Okay, a good question to kickstart. Light on sectors that are big beneficiaries of the Fed rate cut follow-up reaction. Fed fund, the Fed rate being cut, ideally our rates should also be cut. First sector which ideally should get immediately benefited out of that is banks and NBFCs. Simple. If in India, I'm talking about in India, when the interest rates lower, people will take more loan. More loan is equal to loan growth for banking stocks, and interest interest income per se will increase for them. So banking NBFC stocks are number one. Number two, what I can think of is real estate, auto. They can be good beneficiaries. I mean, these 2-3 sectors. Let me repeat one more time: banks, NBFCs, real estate, auto. They are directly correlated with interest rate cycle. If interest rate cycle starts coming down, these ideally have to be the beneficiaries. It's absolute logic. Uh, Oh, can you share the details of Dubai event, please? Dubai event, I'm going to come only for the CA Institute in Dubai. I'm not sure if non-CAs are allowed or not. I'm not pretty sure on that. Again, if you can just drop a WhatsApp message, I'll try to see if I can accommodate your request, but I'm not sure of that. Um, do you feel there might be profit booking once Nifty moves closer to all-time high? If yes, how much downside should we expect according to you? Yes, of course, there has to be some profit booking as it goes closer and closer to the all-time high levels. Always remember that your supports will keep on moving accordingly. Okay. So, for example, if you remember, you might have these levels inbuilt in your mind: 23,200, 24,800, 24,300, so 23,300, then 22,700, 800. All these were 500 points down, right? But now I'm not going to talk about 22,800 and 23,300. As the markets keep on moving higher, my supports will also keep on going higher, right? So it'll be, it'll keep on moving. Stock of the month, MCX rocking, man. I know, I've seen that. Uh, me and my team, we really make an honest effort to bring in a very simple way of how to understand a stock. And full credit to Akshay for shortlisting stocks. Uh, after he shortlists, we brainstorm on how can it be presented in a simple way. So uh, feels really good when we discuss about stocks. Of course, they are stocks from different sectors, but it feels really good, right? Mhm. Any other question? Oh, what will necessitate India also to reduce rates if Fed rate is cut? Again, economics. Um, if uh, if the interest rates in USA cut, typically India will also follow. Other countries will also follow. That there is a concept called as interest rate parity. Like you might have heard about this. I'm not sure. Purchase power parity, interest rate parity, and typically there is a correlation between interest rates and currencies also. Okay, so to maintain the currency exchange rates, this is the most simplified version that I can give. To maintain the uh, exchange rates between two currencies, interest rates are typically adjusted. Akshay Bhau, खूप आभार is what Ankit Pandya says. Okay. I've recommended one of my courses who happens to be in Pune to join your courses. Kya baat. Thank you so much. Um, yes. Dream folks repeatedly hitting lower circuits. Will they recover? Please update with your part two. Oh, the problem is that um, what I read about Dream folks is they have closed their lounge services in domestic airports. And that was one of their biggest revenue drivers. With that, I feel really bad. I don't think anything right now which can drive the stock higher. There is a divergence in the prices of gold and silver. Can there be a run up of silver from here to close this gap? Kindly see the charts of gold and silver together on a single chart. Yes, I've seen that. Silver seems to be very good. I've seen them both in a single chart as well, and silver standalone also looks very good. Uh, we have discussed about silver as well as gold. In fact, there is something like a gold to silver ratio also. So yes, silver of course looks very interesting, very good. Uh, Ma'am, atomic energy per video requesting every week. I can understand one video on atomic energy, but every week is too much. Okay. Any other quick questions? It's oh god, it's 9:51. एवढा वेळ कधी गेलास? Okay, maybe any quick one or two questions anyone would want to ask? Can you throw some light on REITs? REITs are real estate investment trusts. You'll find at least 2 to 3 videos on my YouTube channel on REITs. They should not be looked as an alternative for stocks. They to be looked at more from a fixed income perspective. So you can say that I may get a little bit better return as compared to FDs. That is the reason why I'm investing in REITs, but not as an alternate for stocks. Not really. Not yet planned. Oh, okay. Shriram is saying every live session I'm learning new things. Ma'am, thanks a lot. Thank you so much. Prasanna, which chat did I miss? RECPFC views. Ooh, at least last few days. I will be commenting on the price right now. I'll just say in general, would not want to comment on the price. In general, is this space right now not doing great? Absolutely yes. Be it PSU stocks or these stock darlings, which saw a fantastic run up in the last year. They're not in the limelight right now. Consolidating, but nothing is wrong fundamentally. I have checked their fundamentals. Extremely important point is that uh, there is no increase in GNPA or NNPAs. Their loan growth has slowed a little bit as compared to the guidance that the management had given, and that is the reason why there is some sort of slowdown. But nothing terrible that has happened with these stocks. Ma'am, on screener, ROE, ROC of one stock is more than 15, but today I checked it is less than 15. Why so? There might be some earnings impact. It should only change every quarter because return on capital employed, na, so the return ka number will change every quarter. Okay, so it will change every quarter, but not on a day-to-day basis. Yes, of course. We are not okay. Those who are from Chennai, anyone who is from Chennai and who can help us get an auditorium, I would be more than happy to fly down to Chennai and do a session for you. But we are being rejected everywhere. They're saying no, auditoriums are not available till February or March 2026. I said, how is this possible here? So anyone who is from Chennai and who would want to help me, my team, with getting something, getting a decent enough auditorium, please drop a WhatsApp message on our office number, and if you can help, that will be great. Raviji is saying I'll get an auditorium in Chandigarh. Oh, Rajdeep is also in for Chandigarh. Okay. But wait. First Hyderabad. First Borivali, then Hyderabad, then maybe Chennai, then we'll talk about Delhi and Chandigarh. Okay. Yes, of course. Oh, I think this is it. I've been talking a lot. My voice has started to crack already since the beginning of the live stream, but still I did that. Almost an hour I've been talking, 9 to 9:55. But I think you found a lot of value in today's stream. I still can see a few questions, but I think it's time. I'll give a little bit rest to my voice. Oh, is it Adani stocks to be up tomorrow on clean sheet? I have not read that news. Map My India also have not tracked very closely of late. If I find something interesting, I will definitely make a small short or something of that sort. Oh, I'll make a short or something of that sort on Make My Trip. On sorry, Map My India. Hyderabad is going to happen on the 20th. Oh, sorry, on the 11th of October. Hyderabad, 11th of October. Book My Show. Bookings are yet to open for Hyderabad. Okay, same question. Map My India. I said I will make a small YouTube short. Thank you, Himanji. All right. This is it. I think I'll stop for the day now. Enjoyed the live stream. I hope you did too. If you did, let me check what is the live count before I stop. Very good. It's almost close to 700 now. I feel better. I love the live stream. Loved your interaction today. Today the attendance was good, 1,000 plus. Some days I can see some people bunking our Thursday live stream. That's not allowed. Every Thursday you have to be here. I am here every Thursday. I'm sure you'll get some different knowledge every Thursday. Okay. Also, please don't forget to check out the links in the pinned comment and description box. I'll see you in the next Thursday live stream. Till then, take care. Jai Hind and bye bye.